Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA Online video. My name is Saintsfan, and today I wanted to discuss about the Tuners DLC concept. The one DLC that it seems like everyone wants. And the reason I want to discuss it now, I think more than ever, is because of the open wheel races. Fun MW2, he mentioned something that was really interesting that connects the two. And obviously at this point, look, we just entered March. We still don't know what Rockstar is going to be doing for the rest of this year. We don't know if like GTA 6 is going to be announced. We don't know what sort of DLCs and updates we're going to be getting this year. We don't even know if there's going to be another sort of mini update in March, in this month. But what we do know is what has already come out. And what we also know is what the community has said they wanted. So what he mentioned was this. You know how different wings on F1 cars give different downforce values? Well, it makes me wonder if we could get this level of customization with a Tuners update. And right off the bat, this is something that I have been saying for years now. Because Rockstar seemed not know how to balance the different vehicle classes for races, why not just get rid of the vehicle classes for like specific cars and actually have classes based off of the customization options, like the performance options? What this would do would allow basically any car to race if you had the best performance options. You could have a little Panto going up against like a top tier supercar, like the X80, for example, in this theoretical world, I guess. If all the performance upgrades were the same. This would make racing so much fun. It would make every single car viable, which is something that can't be said at the moment. At the moment, it's like a lot of the vehicles Rockstar decide to release, they're not that good as far as performance goes. They're not a vehicle that people go out and buy just because it's not worth it to them. Like, people are looking for performance, usually more than not. And if a vehicle just doesn't have that, well, that's kind of a wasted car on Rockstar's part. But if you could change the performance and change sort of the engine parts and all that, and make it, regardless of what it looks like, compete with the supercars and the sports cars, people would be more willing to buy these lesser vehicles. Now, obviously, I am super simplifying like the concept. There would be probably some variation in like the different engine parts, much like though we have seen in the open wheel races with the new F1 cars. With the new F1 cars, you have the front bumper option and you have the spoiler option. And each one of these vehicles has about 8 options per category, and each one of them affects the vehicle in different ways. Some of them give the vehicle more traction, but then it takes away speed, where others give the car more speed but takes away traction. And the values vary between like the 8 different options, so you have to pick and choose, and you have to mess around with it to see which one you end up liking. But that same system could be put in place for a Tuners update. And when you really think about it, it is strange how 7 years into the game, Rockstar are finally adding vehicles where the customization matters. They haven't done that with any of the other 400 or 500 cars they've added. So why start now all of a sudden? The most logical answer would be that it's just testing. It's them seeing what works for GTA 6. It seems like they're doing that a lot lately with certain vehicle attributes and vehicle performance. Like those new flags, which allow the cars to bump on pretty much any little, bump in the road. I think they're testing that to see if that's something people would like for GTA 6, to change up the way cars work. And these F1 cars could be the start of what we mentioned with the Tuners update, where the actual performance upgrade depends on what your vehicle is classed as. This could be the start. They could just be doing it a little bit with the bumper options and the spoiler options, and then because the community really wants a Tuners update, like a Midnight Club style update, maybe either in the summer or even, at the end of this year in December, maybe that's the big update, and they expand on this level of customization, and they actually add different engine options and different, I don't know, turbo options and others. I'm not a huge car guy, but there's probably a ton of customization that they can add to give people unique abilities and unique car customization variations. Now, again, maybe in this hypothetical world, like if you did want to expand on it a little bit more, you would have to have some limitations. So maybe you couldn't have, like, let's say the Panto upgraded all the way so it could compete against like an X80. Maybe there would have to be some limitations where you could only upgrade it so much, just because then people could buy like the crappiest cars, which cost the least, but they still could perform. Like, I don't know, obviously, the specifics of this type of DLC, but it is very, very interesting how all these clues are starting to come together. The community for the last like 2 or 3 years have been wanting a Tuners or an Outlaws, you know, a Tuners Midnight Club style DLC, and have been pretty vocal. We've also said that in this DLC, it would be great if the vehicle classes were just removed and it all depended on what you put into the car. And Rockstar for the last like 5 years, they should know that they don't have the greatest balancing when it comes to the vehicle classes. Hell, the Pariah, the Ocelot Pariah, which came out God knows how long ago, it's still the top sports car because Rockstar, they haven't ever balanced it. And then now, recently, add in the fact that it seems like, hey, maybe they're actually listening and they're going to be adding this level of customization where the parts you put on the car actually matter and affect the speed and the traction. And then the final clue, the fact that GTA 6, it's coming soon. We don't know when, but it is coming soon. And Rockstar, they're testing stuff in GTA Online. Well, that would be a pretty major thing to test in GTA Online for GTA 6. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys think that I maybe am onto something? Do you think that this tuner update with this new style of customization where the options actually matter, do you think that's something we'll be seeing this year? I definitely hope so. And honestly, when you think about it, there's not like a whole bunch of new DLC ideas they could add to GTA Online that would be relatively easy, but this would be kind of one of them. Thank you all for watching the video. Thank you all for leaving your thoughts in the comment section below. All I'm saying is don't be surprised if we get a tuners update with the customization options we're seeing in the open wheel update. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA Online content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.